Hey, what's up my beautiful Mextalkers and welcome back. In today's video, I'll show you 7 mistakes that I commonly hear among my students and I'll give you some tips on how to correct them. So, enjoy the video. Spanish nouns that end with O are masculine and the ones that end with A are feminine, right? Well, yes and no. As all the languages in the world, we have some exceptions. Some of the most common ones that I hear are the followings. Problema. It's not la problema, it's el problema. Gente. La gente. Mano. La mano. Idioma. El idioma. Día. El día. Programa. El programa. Tequila. El tequila. Clima. El clima. Now, I'll give you a tip to avoid making this mistake again. You need to be on the lookout for all these exceptions and try to make a list of them. Also, try to practice so you can incorporate this in your daily speech and this will become automatized. I will suggest you do drills with some pre-made phrases such as Ese es el problema. That's the problem. Or Qué bonito día. What a beautiful day. Ese tequila es muy bueno. And la gente está muy loca. Like the song.
La gente está muy loca.
Lots of Spanish words look like English words, but sometimes, as in life, looks can be deceiving. When this happens in a language, we say that we have a false friend. So, a false friend is a word in a language that resembles another word in another language, but it has a different meaning. So, some of the most common false friends that I hear among my students are the following. Actualmente. It doesn't mean actually. It actually means currently. Asistir. It doesn't mean to assist, but to attend. Embarazada. It is not embarrassed, but it is pregnant. So it is very funny when someone says, estoy embarazada, especially when it is a man who's saying that. Largo. It doesn't mean large, but long. And sensible. It doesn't mean sensible, but sensitive. If you want to see some usages of these false friends, we have 2 videos with a sketch included where you can see even more examples of these false friends. You can watch them right here. When saying negative phrases in Spanish, make sure to avoid translating word by word, because you'll end up with incorrect sentences such as no tengo algo, I don't have anything, instead of the correct form, no tengo nada. Remember, in Spanish we do have the double negations, so we can create sentences like no hay nada aquí, no hay nadie en casa, or no tengo ningún problema, and so on. Yes, I know. This topic by itself deserves a whole video, but there are 2 very common mistakes that I hear between my students and I want to share them with you. Number 1, gracias para todo. We don't say gracias para todo, but rather gracias por todo. Whenever you use the word gracias, automatically think of por. Gracias por something. The second one is when you express a personal opinion. For example, for me it is important to, we will say, para mí es importante. We don't say, por mí es importante. So remember that. To express a personal opinion, you use always para. Of course, there are some idiomatic uses that are somehow difficult to explain. For example, think of the following sentence: Marta did something for me. We could translate this sentence as Marta hizo algo por mí or Marta hizo algo para mí. But it depends on what you want to convey. For example, if Marta baked a cake and she wants to give it to you, you will use para. Marta hizo algo para mí, un pastel. But for example, if she did you a favor, we will say por. Marta hizo algo por mí, a favor. I know that this difference is very subtle, but you need to start getting the hang of it if you really want to master the language. For that reason, my team and I made a video using some idiomatic expressions using the word por, which you can watch right here. In Spanish, we don't really need to use all the time the subject pronouns. That's a huge difference between Spanish and many other languages where the use of the subject pronouns is required. And this is because whenever we conjugate the verb conjugated itself contains the subject pronoun. Therefore, yo desayuno a las 6 de la mañana is the same as desayuno a las 6 de la mañana. We normally use the subject pronouns in two occasions. Number one, when it is unclear who we are referring to. So, especially when we use the third person. It wouldn't be enough to say come una manzana, because I could be talking about he or she or even it. We will need to say ella come una manzana, so that way it is clear who is eating the apple. The second occasion is when we want to emphasize. So, for example, mi amiga no quiere ir al cine, pero yo sí. Another mistake that I commonly hear is with the phrases that in English goes with the verb to be, but in Spanish we use them with the verb tener. For example, I am hot. It is not estoy caliente, because that means that you are horny. Instead, we will say tengo calor. I'll give you some examples. To be right, tener razón. To be in a hurry, tener prisa. To be hungry, tener hambre, or to be thirsty, tener sed. To be sleepy, tener sueño. To be careful, tener cuidado. If you want to see more examples like this, used in context, in a brief sketch and with subtitles, my team and I have created a video which you can watch right here. In the United States, it is very common for one to refer to himself as an American. However, Spanish-speaking people consider anyone from either South America, Central America, or North America an Americano. Therefore, if you say soy americano, it will mean that you are from either of these parts of the continent. In order to avoid making this mistake, you should rather use soy de. Soy de los Estados Unidos, or even soy estadounidense. This way you can avoid making a confusion or maybe offending someone. That's it for today, my beautiful Mextalkers. If you liked the video, please give us your thumbs up and share it with other learners. That will truly help us a lot. Also, if you want to keep watching content like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and activate the channel notifications so you can be the first to watch our upcoming videos. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our social media such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Nos vemos en el siguiente video, Mextalkers.